Welcome, everybody. I feel like I should give you like a membership, like a VIP membership, because my next guest has been here so many times and I appreciate it. I enjoy every single time she's here. Um, Nia, my VIP member, thank you again for coming.
I am so happy. I'm so happy to be here again.
Well,
I like the VIP membership
yes,
idea.
I'm going to mail it to you soon.
Ah, good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
so
gonna keep
today,
that one.
sorry. Today we're going to read your energy. So thank you very much for allowing me to get into your energy. Are you excited?
Mhm. Oh my God, I've been looking forward to it for weeks.
I know. So before we start, I want
Okay,
you to
fair enough.
feel comfortable because again, Nina's energy is so powerful. She can dominate the universe if she wants to. And this is why I'm so nervous because before getting into sessions, right, I connect with people's energy, and that could be days before or at the same day. And like I said, your energy is so powerful that it makes me react to it in a positive
Oh
way.
wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let me grab my notes because I already have some notes. And we've been talking fairly enough, right, for me to catch up
hmm
what's going on with you. And
hmm
I kind of want to recap what we text because, again, when I read energy, I don't have to have the person in front of me on a video or, face to face. I can do it through text messages. And I have a beautiful reading with you like a month ago, correct?
Yeah, I want to say yeah, like 3 weeks a month. Yeah.
Yeah, and when somebody asks me what a beautiful reading is, and the thing is, when the person is well connected and able to understand the message and able to follow up with the conversation, that is a beautiful reading. Because unfortunately, a lot of people they're not really connected with themselves, and I
Mhm.
feel like I'm I'm describing totally different person than who they are because they're so disconnected, they're so unaligned with themselves that basically is like me talking about a different person than themselves. So that's a beautiful reading because you
Okay.
are in touch with yourself and you're able to understand the messages right away. So we said that, you are in a beautiful moment in life because you're actually healing from a lot of stuff. And, I told you about there's life give us a period of time for us to figure out, for us to heal ourselves. When the time is up, life pushes you into healing, right? It puts you in things. And basically, what it does, it crumbles your life completely. So you can start over from, within yourself, completely aligned. And in that transition, you are, you're not to the point where, life is throwing you, crazy things. But this is the moment where you have to keep pushing, you know, uh, reconnect with yourself. Like I said, we talk about your gifts, right? I was able to connect with
hmm
your gifts. Smelling, right? How's that
I've
going
been
for you?
noticing. I've been more
Yeah.
aware of that one lately, and it's wild because even when you told me that I had just experienced something where I was like, how come nobody else can smell this but me? And and it is like you said, one of the ways that I connected with my grandma recently was there was a lady that passed by and the way she smelled, it instantly reminded me of my grandma Grace. And she even had a vest similar to my grandma. And I just knew I was like, oh, that was her. She was saying hello. Because I know that she knows that she has to be very subtle with me. But yeah,
Yes.
I've been noticing it a
You
lot
know,
more.
That's awesome. And like I said, you have all the potential to take it whatever you want to take it. For example, I told you you can actually smell death, right? If somebody's gonna
Mm,
has a sickness, you can actually smell that sickness. When a spirit present yourself, you're able to smell that. So and so, and it's really up to you how far you want to take it, you know. I
mhm,
hope you align with that and you take that into your advantage because again, you're doing this as well. You're trying to help people.
mhm.
You're trying to put out good messages out there. You want to help people align with themselves. So that give it something that's gonna help you with that.
I've always thought it's more of a curse than a blessing because I smell things that I don't want to smell sometimes.
Yes, it's with everything, the positive and negative, and this is how we work.
Mhm,
Um,
mhm,
you cannot work with just the positive. You have to work and blend the negative. Again,
mm.
that's the perfect combination. So good for you. So it's pretty interesting. Your energy is it's super strong right now, which I love it. I do have to say I do see some setbacks, right? Either
Mhm.
um I see that you have feared, you doubt yourself, and you kind of want to go back to the life or to the person you were. So that's what I'm seeing. You want to go back to yourself to be comfortable again because this transition again is not easy and
Mhm.
it feels uncomfortable. But like I said, you gotta embrace the change.
That really resonates because that's exactly what I've been going through is the fear and then wanting to just be comfortable and not face it and just trying to like be in my little shell.
Yes, keep pushing. You're doing great. Mm, The more feeling, the more you feel unease, that means that you're going to the right direction. So just have that as a guidance. And again, whenever you feel in doubts, fear, reconnect with yourself. It's like, who am I trying to be? What is this taking me to? What does this
Mm,
mean to me? Is this coming the fear from the unknown? Or is this really telling me, am I on danger? And that is the two different paths. And if you're not physically in danger, you're heading the right direction.
mm,
Okay. So now
mhm,
moving on with your mom, I see your mom all over. I see that the way she's wants to treat you is like you're the little girl and then she's trying to make it up for the time, you know, that you were a kid and then you grew up so fast for, whatever reason happened that you have to take responsibility of your own self at a young age. So I feel like she is in a way she's doing it because of the right reasons, but then I feel like she's overstepping that, like she's doing too much. It's like if she can carry you all around wherever you go, she's willing to do that. And this is where the conflict is because you're so independent. That's like you're just not fighting it, right? So it's like, please let me be. Please, you're doing too much. And that's the conflict that I'm seeing is like I see what you're doing and I appreciate it, but this is too much. And this is where you have to set the boundaries. It's like again, reconnect with yourself. This is what I'm allowed my mom to do because she needs that healing. She needs to do that for me. But also I'm not gonna put myself in a position where I'm forgetting about myself and I'm feeling uncomfortable, or, I'm fighting my own self because I cannot just say, okay, this is what I allow you to do, and this is what I'm not going to allow myself for you to do. Does it make sense?
So much so, I feel like what you're tapping into is the root cause of the fear. Because it's actually it's the energy I've been working with lately. It's the stepping out of the inner child and letting it progress into adolescence and adulthood. Because a lot of my fears stem from the fears that my mom had and projected. And like you said, it was all out of love and trying to protect, but then it became overprotection. And then it became my pattern, overprotecting myself and not trusting myself. And so it's that push pull energetically of feeling safe, but also having autonomy and feeling independent and feeling like, no, I can, and trusting myself. So I think that's definitely what you're tapping into because it's what I've been working on. It's the dynamic between my mom and me having established certain boundaries with her where there are there are patterns that happen in our family of things we say or ways that we react to another. And I have to say, Mom, that's not something I subscribe to anymore. And she's been
Yes.
very respectful of it, and it also heals her.
Yes, absolutely. In that sense, if you're if you're doing the fast track of being a child and, teenager and then adult, write down the things you wish you might would have done or not done when you were a child, and do that when you were, teenage. And
Hmm.
then either you have that conversation with your mom, I wish you would have, say this at this very moment. I wish you would have, hug me or carry me, and do that,
Hmm.
physically do that. If you need a hug from your mom, dear mom, I needed you at this specific time, and I didn't get this hug. So I need it right now so you can start healing, and do step by step, little things like if she said the wrong thing, mom, this is, I was going through this and this is what you said and it hurt me. I know you didn't mean it,
Hmm.
but I need to get rid of this feeling. So I have to let you know. And things like
Also,
that, and do it. Go
I
ahead.
can't just keep it internal. It's gotta like I actually have to let the other person in.
So you could, but that's going to take you
Hmm.
longer because you
Oh,
really
okay.
have to believe that it's already healed and that's out of your system. And that's really
Okay.
hard because we are programmed to believe that the other person has to know that they done wrong, and that we
Hmm.
need to be rewarded by actions or something that they need to say that we need to hear from them. If you actually one of the few people that don't need the hearing and letting the other person know is perfect, you can actually say aloud, write it down. There's some
Hmm.
exercises that you can do to let that go. But in your mind, if you believe that you own an apology and that you need to hear it and that you need to see that the other person knows, then you're not
Hmm.
gonna heal. So the fast
Okay.
track is to just write it down and do that. And take your time, because it's not easy. Also, with that being said, the other person has to be willing to. And that's the hard part, honestly. But, you can actually sit down and be like, hey, I'm going to do some exercises for me to heal. And hopefully the
Hmm.
result is that she's going to be healed as well. And that's beautiful. If you guys
Hmm.
are connected and she's open for, communication and healing, then
Hmm.
trust me, it's the best way to do it and it's gonna be pretty fast.
Okay. Well, that's wild. I've never
Okay.
even talked to you about my mom before. That was so spot on.
Yes. No worries. And then I already told you about the setbacks. Don't worry about it. It's normal. It's normal. Like I said, you're evolving to this new self that's truly who you're meant to be, and it's normal. Those feelings are completely normal, right?
Mhm.
Um, and then again, let yourself be taken care of. You know, that's another healing that you need to be done. Be comfortable about asking and letting people do for you, cater to you, you know. Even just say, you know
Yeah.
what, honey, give me that TV remote control and be
Yeah.
okay with that. And you actually you're allowing to see what people are willing to do for you. Because and that's beautiful because we actually don't allow to see that for ourselves because we're
Mhm.
so ingrained in what's going on right now or we're in pain trauma that we actually don't see what people are willing to do for us. And that's been throughout the whole life, right? But
Mhm.
because we just want to feel this pain, we just want to cater to, I'm alone, nobody helps me. But there's always somebody willing to. But we just create this storyline that we're alone and nobody help us. But the thing is,
Mhm.
if we don't ask for what we want and what we deserve, it's not people's responsibility to provide for us, right?
Mhm.
And also, if they say no, and if people is not willing to do that for us, and it's okay because it's not responsibility, and it's the way people show you, okay, with this guy or this person, you can count or not, and that's beautiful. Then again, we have to deal with
Mhm.
attachments, right? We pick
Yeah.
people that we want to be like. I'm sorry.
No, say that again.
Oh, the attachments, right? We have to deal with attachment, you know. Um, just because we like somebody and we want
Mhm.
that person for our lives as friends, as anything, but when they're not willing to be there for us, that's the way life is telling us this is not the right person for you. And you have to let them go. And it's okay. It's the natural way. But the thing is, like I said, get attached to people. And that's the hard part.
Mhm.
You actually the hurt is not coming from that person. You are creating that hurt feeling when you cannot let somebody go. So,
But in
yes,
order to do that, I have to first give them the opportunity to help by me asking. And
yes,
then if they're not able to meet me there, that's how I know.
yes.
Okay.
And again, if you want to evolve, you meet people at a certain level. And then when you evolve, you realize they're not following you or you guys
Mhm.
don't align anymore. And this is, you know what? With no shame, no regrets, no um you just have to be like, thank you for being for the time being. Now it's time for
Mhm.
me to move on, you know, with no
Mhm.
hurt feelings, no hate, you know, just that's the natural way. You
Mhm.
know, some people they just help you to move to the next step. It's
Mhm.
like a spaceship, right?
Mhm.
They first start with I don't know how they call it, but I should not even use this example because I don't even know the names of it. But you know what I'm saying, right? So you meet
Like when it has
people,
to like launch first.
yes. And then at a
Mhm.
certain point, they have to let go because
Something
then you're
breaks
carrying
off.
that way. Yes.
Mhm.
Because if not, then you're carrying that way, it's going to drag you back down. And same
Mhm.
with people, you know. So,
Mhm.
yes,
Mhm.
ask for what you
That's actually
want.
a great example.
Yeah, I wish I knew the right names for it, but hey, I look
I
into
could
it some
it's
I
like
can
I
easily.
could picture what you were gonna say. I could picture it. Like I could see that thing coming off when you were saying it, when you were
Yeah.
thinking it.
Awesome. So yes, please. And it's a beautiful thing. When you actually when you ask with purpose and you see the person physically doing what you are requesting, it's beautiful. And that's the way life tells you you deserve. You actually have the power to create, to move people. Um and that's actually what the love language should be. You know, it's not about flowers. It's not about going to the movies. It's actually asking and people seeing the one person you ask for something specific physically doing it. Again, because they're taking their time, their energy. And that is beautiful.
Mhm.
So do that for yourself, okay? And you know, dates are fine, movies are okay, you know, but that's something that you both agree. But like I said, when you ask, you shall receive, like they say. So do that. Do that with
Mhm.
intention. Yes.
Okay.
So and then let's talk about your dad. Last time we chatted or we text, you mentioned I told you that your dad is all over your energy, right? And then you mentioned that he's been calling you. Just a little information. Your dad, you have your biological dad, and then you have your stepdad, right?
Mhm.
Biological dad is in Mexico. You
Mhm.
guys basically don't have any interaction, just by
Mm-mm.
phone. Sometimes, correct? No,
Yeah,
nothing.
that's right.
Okay.
Nothing.
And then your biological dad is here in the States, still together with your mom, correct?
My stepdad, yeah.
Okay, awesome. So, and then, yeah, adding, you were asking which dad was it on your energy, and then you told me that your biological dad's been calling you, correct?
Yeah, he's trying to text, like send me messages on different platforms.
Yeah. So, and then you mentioned that um, you might think that this is the reason why he's all over your energy, right? Because
That's
he's
the only
been
thing I can
texting
think
from,
of.
yeah. And what I got from it, it's like I said, you're in a fast track healing. So
Mhm.
when you actually have somebody in your energy, it's not because they're trying to reach you. It's actually you are calling them.
Oh
So
no.
it it's something that you have to face. It's something that you have to heal from. And like I said, life is putting you in this situation where you actually have to face the things and heal from all the things so you can finally evolve. So and this is the nice way life is telling you, you know, here's something that you need to fix. It's not going anywhere. And but like I said, either you start, you know, healing from it, start, you know, making peace, or life is might take you in a situation where you have to go physically and see your dad. Now
Oh no.
I'm looking at he would come to your door or he will get sick and then you will have to go and meet him. It could be either or it can be something else. So
Well, that's not fun. I've been trying
and
to just avoid. But
and
okay.
since we're talking about your inner child healing, this is why you're actually attracting that because it's something that you need to face and you have to heal from it.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, because like you said, I have to ask for what I need. And
Yes.
because that's part of the healing, just like I would with my mom. Like, I wish you would have done this when I was little. This is what, or even now as an adult, like, I don't need you to be stalking me. I needed you to give me support instead of being draining. And so to be able to say that to him would be different. Mhm.
100%. And what do you think is holding you back from having those conversations with him?
Opening the door because to me, I felt like I didn't want to open the door to give him entrance into my life again because I put up the boundaries and he ignored them. And it made it very clear to me that what was important to me was not important to him. And that's when I told him, I said, if you can't listen to my boundaries, I have to shut the door. And so I did. And um, I haven't been wanting to let him back into my life and suck up all my energy.
So, how long ago was this?
2020.
Okay, so 6 years. Do you feel that you hold your ground better or that you can actually set stronger boundaries?
I don't think he listens to them. Like he's a very
It's not
impulsive
about,
person.
yeah, it's not about
Mhm.
him, it's about you. Because when somebody doesn't respect your boundaries, it's actually you don't have respect for yourself. You can actually tell people this is the last time we speak and let it be the last time you guys speak. Again, it's not about the other person. It's like, what are you allowing yourself to be in this situation? Why this person is not respecting my boundaries? Because I'm not respecting my boundaries. I'm not
Mhm.
following to what I told myself I was going to do. Does that make sense?
It does because even though I said, well, then we're no longer going to speak, then when I see him reaching out and reaching out and reaching out and reaching out, it makes me feel guilty. And then I give in and I at least send him a message and say, okay, I told you. And since you didn't listen, this is why. And I don't need to explain myself again because I already told him. So if that's really my
Yes.
boundary, I need to just make peace with it and move on completely. Hmm.
100%. So every time you text back, they're not seeing as you trying to cut ties with that person. They see as an opportunity. They
Hmm.
still care because they still taking their time to reply, even though it's a negative, to them it's a positive, right? But when
Hmm.
you completely block them out, it's done. But then you have to
So,
be honest to yourself. Be like, why can't I just block them? Why can't I just get them out of my life, right? It's because you still need something from them. And you
okay.
have to
So then
be
I probably
honest. Be
still
like,
need to have that conversation.
absolutely. That's why you couldn't just set the boundaries straight, you know? And it's a long process. Take your time, you know? I'll give you some exercises so we can work your relationship with your dad. I'll be
Hmm.
more, you know, glad to do so. Just take your time, but there's something that's coming, and this is why he is in
Hmm.
your energy. And
Hmm.
it's something that you have to you own it to your little girl, you
Hmm.
know, so you can
Hmm.
just set yourself free from this.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like that makes a lot of sense. Now I understand what you mean by me keeping that energy, that door open. I keep calling it in is because I haven't closed that door, really.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. And you're the adult now. He doesn't have control or power over you. So whenever
Hmm.
you get the fear of being the child and being a vulnerable situation with him, be like, I am the adult. I'm in control. I have the power. So it's not gonna be the same situation.
Okay. Yep. I have to remind myself that because I've noticed it with the inner child work. Um, my inner me thinks I'm still a child sometimes, and so I
Yes,
need to
that's the
remember,
trauma.
like, no, I'm the adult. Hmm.
Yes. And that's a message I tell people when I see they're going back to the child energy. Remind yourself you're the adult. Remind yourself you're in charge.
Hmm.
And remind yourself that you're empowering. You're not going to let anybody control you or put you in that situation again.
Hmm.
Okay. Any questions so far?
No, because that's what I was going to ask you is, do I need to have the Yeah, I need to have the conversation first before I once and for all put that boundary and enforce it and respect my
Absolutely.
own boundary.
Yeah. And you can do the same thing. Just write down, the wish and hopes that you've done would have done when you were at certain age, all the way.
Hmm.
And you don't have to have a long conversation with him. Like I said, just do this exercise. I'm more willing to help you out.
Hmm.
Just create the list and then we can go over it in a session. And then I got you through it. And once you're ready and be like, okay, I just need him to know that I'm done and there is no resentment, that I forgive everything and that I'm moving on completely. And that
Hmm.
could be the last thing you ever said to him if you wish. But after the healing, you decide that,
Hmm.
you want to give him a chance. That's okay too, but don't make a
Hmm.
decision just yet. Let's work it. Yeah.
Okay, that feels good. Yeah.
So, all right. Awesome. Now, um, the beautiful parts, right? Again, you're waking up. It's amazing with all these emotions, feelings. I'm seeing that there's a series of beautiful events that you cannot just explain. And you told me about one, right? But I've seen different ones, and it's amazing.
Oh my God. I'm like, please give me all the good news you've got right now. 'Cause I could use a win right now.
Well, you're having one right now. You know, after this, you're gonna feel more release, more like, okay, I understand the whole process. I understand what I have to do and stuff. So
Yeah.
yes, and then like I said, just pay attention. Life wants you to pay attention. You're focusing on the negatives, and you're trying to go back to the shell. You want to be comfortable. Enjoy the uncomfortable feeling. It's a beautiful feeling. It means you're going into a new direction, that has 1,000 possibilities for success, for enlightenment, for peace, for joy. Um, and like I said, pay attention, evolve your sense of smell, you know, let life drop everything you know about life and just be like, okay, I'm brand new canvas. Paint on me. Show me the right way. Show me the direction that I need to go. Okay. Like I said, you are in charge. You're the adults. Um, Whatever happened, we just carry on because we don't want to let that go. But if we say today, I let everything go. I'm here. This is what I am right now, and I'm willing to evolve. I'm willing for life to show me where my destiny and all the possibilities in a loving, beautiful way. I'm all yours. Take me, you know?
Hmm.
But then again, we're controlled by our thoughts. And unfortunately,
Yeah.
we let other people decipher us or feelings. We depend
Or
on
me,
so much about it.
even just
Yes.
myself, like when you're like, show me my destiny. I let go, I surrender type of energy. That's like the opposite of how I'm built. My Virgo moon wants to have control and know everything and rely on the data from the past. So to be like wipe the slate clean, everything new, surrender is definitely what I'm going through. It's definitely what I'm learning. And it's hard because it brings up a lot of anxiety for me when I do that. A lot. That's where the fear comes because it's like the need for control and feeling safety. And anytime you step into a not even a new thing that is unknown, even just like regular things that don't have your control, that are just mundane day to day things where I'm not in control. It's been like this push and pull of like life going, let go. And it's so hard.
Remind yourself, I'm the adult, I'm in control because everything around you had controlled on you. Now the
Hmm.
life is freeing you and letting go of the surroundings. It's actually it's looking back at you and be like, I'm in control. I don't have control over what's outside of me, but I'm fully in control. I'm the adult and I'm in power. So that is the true control. It's knowing yourself. So to give you an example, if I lost my job, I have no control over that. But I know my skills. I know
Mm.
myself. I'm not just gonna sit there and regret and cater to this negative feeling. I'm gonna get up and look for a job. Based on my skills, I'm able to get all these jobs.
Mhm.
I'm in control. I know myself. Whatever happens outside me, I have zero controls. But the control I have of myself is what everything changes around me.
But it goes back to that trust in yourself that gets built when you move out of childhood into adolescence and you test the limits and you give yourself that independence and you test what you can and can't do, and then you move into adulthood. So it's back to that. And so I have to remember you're not a child. You can work through this. You can take risks. You can explore. You can have adventures. You can see how far you can go. So it's again allowing, basically, I'm reparenting myself, and I can't reparent myself the same way my mom parented me. I have to reparent myself the way I would want my mom to have parented me, which is to give me more freedom to explore and to trust myself.
Yes. And I'm
Oh,
glad you I'm glad you brought that up because if you need control, it's coming from being insecure about yourself. When
mhm,
you did not have the parenting, the shelter, feel safe at home, you grew up insecure. So what you're actually telling yourself is the world it's scary, it's not safe. So I need to see this in order for me to feel um in control or safe, right? But then again, like you said, it goes back to childhood. It goes back to insecurities. And be
mhm.
easy on yourself. That's something that, you did not have the safety net back when you were a child, even when you're growing up, when you needed somebody. So I love that you said that you have to um how do you call it? Parenting yourself. And I love
Mhm.
that. If you were to have a child, you will have a girl. And that also knowing your history, right? Because you shared that with me. Um, even if it's adopting a child, you connect better with the girls, and that would be a perfect fit. And also, I'm seeing that that's in your energy, that's been on your mind, the possibility, of you know becoming a mom.
Mhm.
Has it
That is
has it
great.
been in your mind?
Whew, I'm about to cry. That's not something I share with a lot of people. So that's crazy. That's so spot on.
Do the work, and life is gonna surprise you.
Mhm.
Don't be scared. Be out there. Again, you're the adult. You're in control of yourself, and you're gonna make that happen. So life is putting you in the perfect situation. You're in a beautiful situation right now where you are ready to let go of everything and heal from everything. And
Oof.
I'm excited. This is why I'm so excited for you. It's 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 beautiful.
Oh my god, I need to get it together.
Me too.
I'm making you cry now. I got really hot all of a sudden.
It's okay. It's okay. So make that
That is
happen
really
for
good
you.
news. Mhm.
But you
Okay.
have to do the work. Keep going.
I'm
Keep
asking for what I
going.
want.
Yes. Awesome. Any questions?
I'm I'm gonna be making a change when it comes to not a change, but I think I'm actually deciding to really go forward in my career. And so I'm going to be focusing more on that and really, really not just believing in myself, but pushing it forward. Do you see anything when it comes to that?
Who do you have to let go of in order for you to make that happen?
Who?
Yes.
Probably the old version of myself.
Yes. And I'm seeing probably two people in your life. You're giving too much energy to them. Could be
Mhm.
friendship. You're kidding a little too much to them. Do you have any idea?
Well, I think that when it comes to the type of work that I like to do, it's pretty metaphysical, esoteric. It's pretty, some might say woo woo. And yeah, there's people around me that could be more like conservative. And so
Okay.
sometimes I think about who's watching what I'm doing, and I don't want to step on any toes or, you know, offend people with my beliefs. Um, but when it comes to, I think most of the people in my life that are close to me, I feel like they all seem to be pretty, they've been the ones that are pushing me to do this more.
Yeah. Okay. So, like, I see two people in specific. Maybe they're married to each other, girl and a guy.
Okay.
But I love what you answered though. And you know what? You have to again build that confidence. When if people doesn't approve what you do, then it has nothing to do with you. It means that they have
Mhm.
judgment. And this I just learned because I was given a ride to these two girls. One of them it was or is an addict, drugs. The other one, she's coming from parents who use mushrooms and a lot of psychedelics.
Mhm.
Um, and they both have a lot of judgment about what I do because I was actually, you know, I'm uncomfortable. I'm embarrassed. Like, I don't want to talk about this. So I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to go to the stream. So I was completely, I found peace with it. I'm like, I don't need their approval. If they want to judge me like I'm crazy, because as soon as they get off the car, they will start laughing, right? And I was like,
Hmm.
thank you, because they're teaching me that being uncomfortable, it's something that I have to overcome. And just because somebody makes fun of what I do and what I believe, it doesn't change anything within myself. So I'm like, thank you very much for that lesson. Now I'm free from that. So if somebody wants to make fun of me, I'm okay with that. I believe in what I do. And if this is what I want to do, I have to be okay
Hmm.
with rejection, doubts, and people making fun of me. That's because we need to be seen. We're putting ourselves out there. So we have to be comfortable in any situation.
Yeah, yeah. I had a dream about that last night too.
Yeah.
And that, yeah, the dream was that um I was talking to a celebrity and I was saying, "Hey, remember how you said you were going to help me? I want you to go ahead and help me now because I'm ready." And the celebrity said, "Okay, what do you need?" And there was so many different aspects of her success that I could have taken, like gifts of hers that she has. And I said,
Yeah.
"I don't want the obvious things, like the fame, the audience, none of that. What I was asking or what I wanted was I want the gift you have of not caring what other people think and just doing it and just getting something done." And so that was in my dream last night. And and I remember I woke up and I wrote it down and I said, this is one of the things that I need. It's gonna be a key, is that I have to move forward and not care what people think.
Yes. And putting yourself in uncomfortable situation, that's when you take your power back. Like,
Mm.
I'm taking my power. Whatever you
Mhm.
think, whatever you said, that's out of me. I'm in full in control of what's inside me. That's beautiful. You're going the right way.
Okay. Can I ask you any more questions?
I'm sorry.
I said, can I ask you any more questions?
Yeah, any question that you have, absolutely. Feel free.
Okay. I am kind of hesitant because I don't know if you do this or not, but can you like hear from people that are like relatives that have passed away?
If they have something to communicate, yes, I can.
Okay. Okay. Do I have to tell you who?
No, but tell me, what do you want to know? Or say the question aloud.
Okay, like maybe I guess I just wanted to say hello. But more I guess maybe like if she were to communicate with me, like what's a sign she was sending?
So it's so funny because what's coming across is like like a sister, and I was gonna say your sister, but the thing with the energy, if you had probably was your cousin, if you have, if you really believe that she was your sister, then in energy is your sister, and it comes across as your sister. Um, or probably in the event that your mom had like an abortion or miscarriage, she would come
Mhm.
across as your sister as well. So I don't know if that's something that resonates with you or if that person is so close to what your sister could be. Or is
Well,
it
she's my
completely different
aunt.
person?
That's a
Okay.
different person, so I'm wondering if you're tapping into somebody else.
She's like bubbly personality, be like, hey, like super bubbly personality. Like, I don't know, how can I say it? And yeah, she's rooting for you.
Ooh.
She's like, what are you waiting? What are you waiting for? Like, you have everything.
I mean,
And that, I don't know.
my aunt was a really good time. And she was
Yeah,
always rooting for my success. She was always telling me, she was always trying to get my career going.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Um, if we want to stretch it, then is it your mom's sister?
My well, they were very close, but it's my stepdad's sister.
Just that sister. Okay, but like I said, I'm getting close. Well, the spirit that's saying this has a bubbly personality, and basically she's laughing. She's like, she has all these doubts when she has everything that she needs. And it, like, she's like, it doesn't make sense. It's like, I understand, but it doesn't make sense because she's already waiting for something that she already has.
I mean, that definitely sounds like her because that she was, if I can say anything about her, she was always a good time. She was always a good
Did
time. So I could see her being like, what's the problem? Just do it.
Yeah.
And she told me that she had no doubts that I was going to be successful. So, I mean, that sounds like her. Okay.
Did you guys grow up together? Same household?
No, no,
Is she around your age?
no.
No.
Mm-mm.
Sounds like her, but what I'm getting, it's probably another
Somebody
person.
else probably.
Or we need to figure out, like, who is this person again? God, okay, who are the lady? She's trying to tell me a joke that she used always have to do. Like, she always said this specific joke. I don't know if that rings a bell for you.
There was like a specific joke.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Basically, what she's whenever she came in, she would be like something like, "I made it," or like, "I'm here," or I'm trying to think.
Do I know that she passed away?
Sounds like it, yeah. Maybe you ask your mom or something. But she would like
I'm
come
gonna
in
have
and
to.
be like, "Ta ta." I don't know. Like I say, this entity, this energy has a bubbly personality. Is like she lights the room as soon as she stepped in. Maybe ask your mom. Maybe she knows her. Maybe she
Yeah,
knew her.
maybe.
But like I
And you said
said,
she's around my age? Can you see what she looks like?
so she definitely, since it's so it's so confusing because how she presented, how I'm seeing her, it's like she has a puffy hair, right? That's why I'm like going like this. And but she's dressing up as an older lady, but her face is like super young. So I don't know if you've seen sketches in TV where a young person is portraying like an older woman with like
Mm-hmm.
sunglasses, like back in the 80s type of look, with
Mm-hmm.
the big skirt, a blouse, but you can tell that's young. So it's either older with a young energy, young spirit, or she's young and that she passed away at in a young age, but then she's evolving. So it's a little complicated. Um, so for me to understand that they're doing okay, they're gonna
Mhm.
present themselves as older as they die. But when they want me to see their personality, sometimes they do come across as children or
Mhm.
teenagers. So
Mhm.
with this specific, since you're not connecting with them, I cannot tell you exactly what it is. But like I say, I go with the personality, Bible personality, happy, um, bright the room as soon as she steps in, and she died young for sure. Um, so
Mm.
that's all I could tell. But like I said, she's even there. Like she has everything, and I don't know why she's doubting. Like she's waiting for something that she has already have, and it's a big personality.
I'm gonna have to think about that
Yeah,
when I
or
talk
ask
to
your
my
mom.
mom.
Maybe you did not meet her, but
Mhm.
um, but like I said, she has this specific joke. Hey, I'm here. I made it, or like, can you see me, or something like that. But that's what is she saying? But the the takeaway is like she is waiting for something that she already has, and she's laughing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, I feel like that's. Are you
it could be
exhausted
your
now?
grandma too, like a grandma.
Uh-huh.
Maybe you want to look into that.
Maybe. I didn't know my biological dad's mom.
Is well, Mexicans were pretty funny. Maybe it's going that way. Do you have anybody that you
Okay.
can ask about your grandma?
Mhm. Yeah, my brother. I think that's my brother.
He met her.
No. No, because he's younger
Um,
than I am, but if anything, maybe he's heard more stories about her since he's closer to that side of the family.
well, if that's something that you wanna find out, then go ahead. But I want the takeaway is you are waiting for something that you already have.
Okay. Well, thank you. I'm like excited now. Anything that I have to do besides asking for what I want for all this good stuff to happen?
That's it. And be a child with conscience. So ask for what you want with purpose and be fun about it. Find the joy in doing so. Because when you ask, you have a little bit of remorse, resentment, or you doubt that the person is gonna do, what you request. What if you're not gonna get what you need from that person? Not no more. Like I
Yeah.
said, even if it's like, please handle me the TV remote control, then just enjoy it, see it, enjoy it. This is the life I want you to enjoy. Be like,
Okay.
people care for me. People are willing to cater to my needs. We're not in that position where it's like you're gonna hurt rejection and all that craziness. So
Wow. This has been a really cool reading.
that's why I was
I
so
have not
excited.
I have not told you about all of this stuff ever. This is
Yeah.
wild. How do you feel?
Well, exactly how you feel because I'm taking on your energy and your emotions. That's why I was like crying. I was so excited. And that's why I started by saying, here comes the energy that you can move the universe and you
Mhm.
have it. So
Well, thank you so much for doing this. I hope you get a nap in today because I know this is a lot.
eventually I will, yes. I do need to take I need to release your energy so I can go
Mhm.
back to my own energy. And yes, I need to recover because right now I'm feeling amazing. But after we're done with this session, it'll be a little bit different. But this is what I love to do what I do. And I'm so blessed and I'm so thankful, not only for you, but for my gifts and the chance that, God, the universe has given me to guide people and to, you know, answer questions that they might have from the universe of experience or energy. So thank you.
Well,
Thank
thank
you
you.
again
Thank you.
for always answering the phone call.
I'm here. Thank you for having me once again, and I can't wait to have more calls like this or any of the other energetic calls that we do.
Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready. Well, thank you very much again. Thank you everybody that's watching and wait for more. More is coming. Thank you again. Bye.